So quick recap. I started out with the Dell Optiplex and decided that I wanted to use it to do a flip up challenge. So the plan was to take the Dell Optiplex, sell it, and whatever money I make from doing that, I go ahead and reinvest that into buying more PC parts or other components to build more PCs, slowly flip up until we get to an RTX 3080 or something even better, maybe a high-end PC. Well, let's not think about that too much. We've got some work to do. I started this challenge a while ago, but it still sounds fun to me, so I'm gonna continue it. So in the last couple of videos, I went from selling the Dell Optiplex itself for $115 to then going ahead and picking up 2 more Dell Optiplexes for $85, leaving us with 2 office PCs and $30 cash to work with. I gotta let you in on a little secret though. I actually sold one of the PCs already. I needed it for a PC build around Christmas time, so I ended up using it. Luckily, I have another one that we can replace it with. Instead of it being a Dell Optiplex 9020, it's a Dell Optiplex 3010. So a generation older. There's some minor differences here and there, but hopefully we should still be able to use it to flip and get some extra cash. Okay, so to continue the challenge, what we've done is list the small form factor Dell Optiplex on Facebook Marketplace and marketed it as kind of a office PC. And with that, we've included the monitor that didn't sell with the first Dell Optiplex, and then also included a mouse and keyboard. So it's kind of like a system that you can just plug and play. There's no need to like buy another monitor or peripherals or anything like that. A lot of the time when somebody's building a gaming PC or picking up a gaming PC from me, sometimes they'll have their own mouse and keyboard or monitor already that they want to use. But in this case, selling an office PC, I think it'll probably sell better with everything included. And we actually have somebody interested in the PC already. So I listed it on Facebook Marketplace for $160, I think, originally. And then I've slowly been working my way down, and it's sitting at 120 right now. And somebody messaged me about it. They want to come pick it up today, or at least look at it. There is one concern though. It doesn't have an SSD currently. And that's just because, you know, we're doing this challenge. I'm trying to save as much as I can, and I already had a hard drive. So I just wanted to use that, see if we could sell it as an office PC. But this person's going to be using this for their business that they're trying to start. And I know how frustrating it can be to use a hard drive. I don't know, I'm gonna talk to them, we'll see. Maybe we'll bump up the price a little bit to 140 if they're still interested to add an SSD, just so that we can make sure that the performance is there and they'll be able to use it for their business tasks without any slowdowns that a hard drive might cause. So I'm gonna get the PC ready, and then hopefully they can come test it, see what they want. Okay, so I'm getting the computer ready for the person that's going to buy it. So like I said, this is the Dell Optiplex small form factor. It's a Dell Optiplex 920, sorry, a Dell Optiplex 9020. So it has an i5 4570, I think, in it, and then 8 gigabytes of RAM. So we're just reinstalling Windows, giving them a nice clean install of Windows to start out right. So it booted up pretty fast. I don't know if there's anything else you want to test necessarily.
No, not really. I think pretty much, yeah, just times honestly, and then yeah, that thing's, yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. We'll just shut it down and I can unplug stuff. So we were able to sell the PC for 140 buckaroos. I did end up adding the SSD to the build just because they're starting a business, and I felt like that's one of those things that I think anybody, especially if you're using the computer a lot, will appreciate, is having an SSD. Just things for like saving time on startup or opening programs can really make a big difference in the usability and how fast a computer feels. So I wanted them to have that. It seemed like their business was a cool idea and for a good cause. So I think it's a good option for them, and hopefully they'll get some good use out of the PC. But lucky for us also, we got some more cash to work with. If we tally it all up, we should probably take away 20 for the SSD because that wasn't in the original hardware that I had to work with. So we'll take that out just to account for that. But with that, we now have $120 plus the $30 that we hadn't spent from the previous sale of the original Dell Optiplex. And then we have obviously the last Dell Optiplex, one of the two that we had from the last video. to work with. Yeah, so in total, $150 and one Dell Optiplex to work with. Now that we've gone over kind of where we're at as far as what money we have and what kind of PC we have to work with, obviously the Dell Optiplex and the 150 bucks, I'm trying to decide on where to take this next. We could get a used graphics card off of eBay and try to upgrade the Dell Optiplex and see if we could sell that for a profit. We could just sell the Dell Optiplex maybe, because we got it for pretty cheap. Selling it, I think we spent like, what, 42, 45 bucks on it, selling it for 80 maybe. That does give us some profit and a little more cash to work with. So we have some options. But yeah, I think what I'll probably end up doing is looking at the local used market though, just to see if there's any one-off deals. If we can find something that's pretty good, we might be able to make a pretty good flip, and that would give us even more cash to work with, which would then I think get us into the range. If we can get into the range of about $300, I think that'd be a pretty good range for us to work with to kind of go to the next level of PC that's outside of upgrading office PCs. We can maybe start to look at building something with some used hardware, but something that's still pretty good and a little bit newer than what we might find in some of these older Dell Optiplexes or HP computers. So I think those are some options. We're just gonna look into it and see what we can figure out. So that's just a short update for you guys. I think I wanna try to do updates a little more consistently, maybe every 2 weeks or once a month, just to show you the progress of flipping PCs. It's something that's pretty fun. So if you wanna follow along, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for flipping PCs or ways that we can make money doing this to get to our goal faster, let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas down in the comments below. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in a little bit. See ya. Bye.